Hey.
Howdy, y'all. It's been a while. Welcome back to another episode of Haste here. Um, I have been getting my butt kicked by this Shard 10, and it's been making me change how I approach the game, which is a good thing. Um, for instance, I found that the difficulty of this game wasn't necessarily hard at first, but there's a lot of things to master. Like, for instance, being able to understand how to build it. And that was something that I've been basically taking advantage of while learning this new Great Hourglass. And so I was of the assumption, since I used the Carrier's Cowl, or the, whatever her name is, Nana's Cowl, that it wasn't, like, really a great item. However, I lost so many times in a row with the Courier's board that eventually I was like, let me just go ahead and try out something. Because I wanted to keep playing, but at the same time I was like, I'm not feeling so great. How about this board? And at the end of the day, it was alright. I couldn't be mad at it. And what I've experience so far has been quite the rush. I won't lie. Honestly, I want to. It's like really weird what you can get from these question marks, but it's like getting early item plus shop is great. Shop into that isn't necessarily the greatest, and then pivoting away from that is annoying. So it really is like you could go here. I feel like that makes the most sense. And then from here, repeat. Booyah. But I guess what I've really enjoyed about Haste is just the constant evolution of gameplay. Not to like try to sound like I'm saying too much of trying to be too oh god. Trying to be too lofty in my thought here. But it really is like you don't get games like this very often. And, oh, I shouldn't be alive. That's the way I want to see that. Yep, there you go. I was like, I should be dead. I need to get better at dodging those. And really, the best way to dodge those I've learned is just by going right. Don't go constantly left. So like here, red to me go right. Boom. The reason why I like the Wraith Hourglass is it's super powerful. Okay, I cleared that. Red to me go right. There we go. But like once you learn these levels, it's actually really fun. More than just the normal ones. Because you get an item at the end of it, honestly. Oh, oh man, I was trash. Plutonium coin. One of the best. On a cooldown, you just gain energy. Like, busted. Learning how to use these pivots as like launch pads has been eye-opening. Also, I would never have been able to hope to get out of the way of that darkness zone with the Curious Hoverboard. That's why I'm like, okay, I started to see the power of these different other. Like, look at this! I'm already done with the level, bro. Oh, I fucked that up. But you can just fly through shit with this, and it works with my playstyle more because I was noticing. I was stick to the ground for 5 seconds, gain 35 boost in 5 seconds. That looks busted. 2%. I'm gonna take that one. That one looks fucking amazing. Consecutive person landing. But like that close call, you just get 10% boost. I wonder if it stacks or if it has a cooldown. I don't know. But like I was saying, it's just the way that my playstyle is. I literally like getting close calls. I like just like that. And you know what I was saying before, or I guess you guys don't know what I was saying before, but in earlier runs when I was talking, a lot of times I was like, why the fuck are those circles? There's no possible way to reach them. Now I see where I was mistaken. Where the fuck was I supposed to thread that needle? But I'm like starting to like look at this speed. What? Oh, I got lucky there. I should have not survived that. I'm actually really enjoying that. That's super fun. I also think that she has either she's getting a speed boost from not using the board, Oh no, close calls. You get boost from close calls. That's what that was. Trying to see where to land is. Okay. I knew I was like, something's gonna trip me up there. I didn't really trust it, but I went for it anyway. To get more of these sparks. Playing really close and fast with my life right now. Yeah, I don't need to. Nope. I was gonna go for that, but you gotta hit that shit on the perfect time. Thanks, Mr. Reef. We gotta get some sort of HP out of it. Okay. I would rather just hold on to my spark. I think we're going into a dark zone. Nope. It's another zone. It all depends what this has for us. Yep. The reason why I had to take a deep breath there is because that shit is my own worst enemy. Man, the boost, whatever that shortcut item is very strong, bro. That's slime. I was like, am I gonna make that? Nope. Alright, we're on last life. I like this run, but hey, whatever happens happens. Now we're locked in. Like I said, whatever happens happens. Wrap. The cactus got me. The cactus. That was a good run, though. Nah, that was trash. But like now I'm motivated to do it again. That's basically what I wanted out of the game anyway. So using the race hourglass definitely gives you a little boost to creativity. Really what I needed there was any sort of HP. That was totally my fault. Like in my head, I was like, "Oh, I have that." That's what you call an experience with the items. believe so. Whatever path that takes us on. We were gifted with a rest, so we got lucky here.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
I think a little bit of damage to survive. I was on a wild climb there. Not a good one either. As you can see, wasn't really flying. Wasn't making forward progress. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. Oh, it's a good one. Just like the tooltip said. Okay. Needed that for help. what I can definitely say about that was kind of out of my control. I could not see those pop up when they came in, so oh well. But for tonight, I will have to call it there. Bedtime for me, so fix this camera a bit. Alright, y'all. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.